I just thought I better do this before I use this knife up and then don't have anything to put on camera. I've been carrying this a bunch the last 2 weeks, and I've been doing everything I can to dull this knife. Let me see if it's got anything left to it. Okay, yeah. Okay, but I've been using this knife in a noble fashion because I've been liberating knives out of their confinement, out of their boxes that they come to my house using this. This has got a really nice flat grind, easy to pierce, slice, all this. This is the Arkona Geri, Geri. And I sat down here, I was looking for this knife in the pouch. I realized I had it in my pocket. I've been carrying it all day. Shit. Okay. 202 millimeter overall length, 90 millimeter blade. 90 millimeter blade length is the least. I mean, you could argue it's longer than that, and we'll look at that real quick. What's cool about this is the composite SFX. This is a Raffir composite SFX uranium type glow-in-the-dark scales. And it's titanium liners, okay? Titanium backspacer, titanium pocket clip. It's the LE. This is the Geri, Geri, LE edition, okay? So they are gonna have a Geri non-LE edition, limited edition. It's going to be just a regular edition. It's going to have steel liners and, blah, 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 whatever. Maybe probably a stamp pocket clip and all that. That'll be available for a lower price. This is a little bit more expensive. And if you go, where can I get one? That's the deal. KnifeNutsPodcast.com, and I'll give you the link down below, also at the top of the comment section. Levon is the man there, and that's his website. And when you go to his website, I can give you the direct link to the knife, okay? But also, if you just go to KnifeNutsPodcast.com, all one word when you go on, is imports. You'll have a selection at the top left, and look at imports and more. Click on that and it'll take you to the knives because he's bringing them in from Russia or wherever, okay? So 8 inches overall, 3.5 inch easy, and the Raffir SFX scales. And he talks about SFX uranium scales, composite material, has a black bronze appearance, daylight gets it going. There's going to be 4 types that are available here, and it's fairly thin blade stock, and yes, it glows in the dark. You can see the glow in the dark, but you can see they say wasp pattern, which is this and this, or noble pattern. Why they say noble, I don't know, but noble is this pattern here. This doesn't look cellular like the wasp stuff. This looks like wasp nest, cells, and this is different, okay? So that's that, and you can get these through that Knife Nuts podcast, and you can contact Levon, message him directly through his Instagram, and I'll give you the link to that as well. When they glow in the dark, yes, you put your flashlight on it, and or during the day it's sitting out in the sun, whatever. At nighttime in the dark, they emit, they glow. Okay, so I just thought that's cool, and this is the limited edition of this. So I got one. What do you think? It is super lightweight. It is scary drop shutty. It's a front flipper. You can use your middle finger, and flick it, because he left a little bit of a fuller thing kind of kicking out here, and you can kick it open, and it kicks open really nicely. Yeah, and it doesn't have a super strong detent, so it's easy to kick open. And I'll tell you one thing, if you're not like super proficient at a front flipper, this is another one of the knives that I would recommend that you get if you want something that's easy to front flip, because you want a front flipper, you want to mess with it, whatever. There you go. This really flips open really well, and like 8 inches overall length. And yes, it is at about 20.5 centimeters. And you see what I'm saying? 3.6 inch, yeah, 3.6 inch, but down here it's more like 3 3/4 inch at 95 millimeters as opposed to 90 millimeters up here. And it's got pretty much an 86, 87 millimeter cutting edge, which is about 3.4 inch, okay? And yes, it's pretty thin blade stock, 0.11, which is, that's 3 millimeter. It ain't 3.2, not in my book. And 14.3, 0.56. So it's actually, yeah, fairly kind of full in the hand. It's a paramilitary 2 would be, 4.6. And let me see what's my little Hogue ballista here. Well, that's 5.0. What's my Elementum? 0.44. See, that's pretty slender. So this is definitely fatter in the hand than my Elementum Desert Warrior or whatever. But wow, this swings free. This really swings free. We'll open it up. I'm sure it has ceramic bearings on it. But, and you know what? When I first got it, come to think of it, and I better tell you this, when I first got it, it did not have this drop shutty action like this. And what I did is, not this side here, of course, Screwdriverville, right? So this is Screwdriverville, and I loosened this up, and it was tightened down pretty good. I loosened it up, went back and forth to kind of disable some of the thread locker that was in there as well, and then tightened it down to what I thought was appropriate. You got to set your own feel, right? And then I took some KPL or whatever lube you want to use, and then I dropped drops down, about 2 drops here, 2 drops here, and then, just went to letting it do. I didn't take it apart. I haven't taken it apart yet. Just do that. And sure enough, whew, it is scary drop shutty now. It is really scary drop shutty. Right there, that nub hits you in the thumb. So I shouldn't be so hesitant about it. You could be, like this. And look at that. You just move it, and it just drops shut. Centered, no blade play, no lock rock, no problems there. And there's your lock up at about, wow, that's between 35 and 40%. Easy on the pass through. You got jimping here. Easy to disengage. So this thing is easy to flip, easy to drop, easy to disengage. The ergos are nothing. It's just a straight shot. I mean, so this is so easy in the hand. And the fact is that even though the blade stock is only 3 millimeter and it's a flat grind and it's real slicey, it was scary sharp when I got it out of the box. It's K110. So I've been using it for about 10 days or more. And I've been cutting boxes of stuff. I haven't even put it on the strop or anything yet. So yes, I need to. I know. I probably should have before I did this. But I like to leave them, whatever, plain until I get done with my review. And then I probably will put it right back on the strop because it was super scary sharp when I got it. And but the drop wasn't near this nice. It wasn't. And I was going, God, I wonder if I can. But boy, she adjusted out really nice. And these screws, and that's one thing that I think I've seen on some Arkona knives, that where they've done this screwdriver thing, when I would really prefer Torx. Because Torx, screwdriver will tend to sometimes skate off because you got it. Well, actually that sits in there pretty nice because of the way that is. But then you got to get the right size screwdriver tip. And then this probably isn't exactly perfect for this one. So that might be a little fiddly as far as our disassembly goes too, me having to do that. But yeah, so I would prefer Torxes because I got plenty of them, and I think they tend not to skate off and do weird things, and they can scrape the scales and all that. But no, other than that, this little fuller piece, you know, wow, that makes it easy to finger flick. So it's nice from that. Now, whether this is a design that you are all, you know, excited about or not, then that's a whole nother thing, right? And, you know, Ivan's done designs for, God, he did the caliper for Wii knives, okay? He's done, oh my God, I mean, he's done stuff for Real Steel, several. He did the Odin for what, Kaiser? He did, I mean, he's done Kaiser, he's done Real Steel, he's done Wii knives, he's done whatever, and Arkona and others. So, yes, he's done a bunch, okay? But this one, this is nice. And this is, you know, he's got a piece of this ownership action, or this is his company. So, this is nice that he decided, you know, sometimes you get manufacturers that get unreasonable and or don't live up to their obligations or whatever. So, I mean, grab the bull by the horns and do it yourself, you know? And that's what he's doing. So I'm totally supportive of that. And so apparently is Levon, and Levon to bringing knives in that are from international sources, not just China. This is obviously made in China, but it's designed in Ukraine. And then Levon brings in knives that are designed in Russia and made in China or whatever. I mean, I don't know the sources on all the things he gets involved with, but this one, I like it. I don't know who his OEM is. I can't remember if I asked, but I think it's probably none of my damn business as long as I like it. It's good, and it comes in a nice zipper pouch, you know. So I'm good with that. A nice microfiber cloth as well. And of course, then the card with the information that's upside down. Okay. So you get the whole shooting match. So nothing wrong with that. I like that. But you know, I found myself carrying this. And it's summer and it's hot and clothing is lightweight and this and that. So I don't need a 5-6 ounce huge pocket brick. But this one is easy to carry. Sits low in the pocket pretty much, even though it's technically not a deep carry. But you can carry it left or right. And the good thing is it's pretty ambidextrous, isn't it? Because it's a liner lock. How are you going to open it? You're going to open it like this, whether you're left-handed or right-handed. And finger flick, whether it's left-handed or right-handed. So this is pretty ambidextrous all the way around on this knife. And the ergos are without saying, right? It's a straight shot. There's nothing, okay? Maybe a little bit of a palm swell here, which is great. Nice backspacer, makes it feel and look finished, and jimping on that backspacer. And then you got jimping coming up here into kind of a thumb ramp area, which gives you more purchase on the knife. You know, when I first saw it, I wasn't sure if I was just like, am I digging this? Is this like something that's just wildly, you know, whatever? This is one of those ones you put in your hand, and I'm trying to think. There's another knife that he's done not that long ago that reminds me a bit of this. But whatever. I mean, it's probably all within his design language, if you know what I mean. But wow, that works. That works. I like it. Dang, I'll probably carry it a bunch too, because I have been. It's just like you look around and you go, you know, it's light, it's small, I can carry this. I only got one, so I want to keep it nice. This one's one I think I feel you know, it's not going to get razzed up too much, because this is not going to get that beat up looking, you know. I mean, I don't abuse my knives, but doing that ain't going to hurt it. You know, you take it home, you throw it in your drawer. that ain't gonna hurt this, okay? You can get snail trails on titanium and stuff, but you know, this is good. This is good because of the size. Well, check it with the Elementum, right? Just a much bigger knife, but like I'm saying, 2.8 ounces, right? Right? What's this? Same weight, okay? I just randomly picked that one too. Okay, so just saying, a whole lot more knife, same weight, a lot more cutting edge, a lot more fidget friendly, I think. And yeah, I think you'll get addicted to this. Just make sure you set this pivot up right. If yours doesn't drop like this, it certainly can and will when you adjust it correctly. Right there, drop. There, drop. I mean, just that easy. All right, come on, man. Let's do this. Oh, we're not going to do it like that. We're going to do it like this. And we're going to see if we've got a little, oh, you know what? I might have to do this for part of it, right? Oh, you get out of there. Okay, that's the side I wanted. Didn't want that side. I wanted this side. Okay, we got you? Okay. So we're going to have this little dog. I guess we'll use this for these body screws because that other was going to be too big. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah. And the main access to taking this apart, is the front. And let's see what we're going to do here. We're going to pull this whole thing out that way, aren't we? Okay, let me see. I don't know if, well, let's take this. Anyhow, I don't know if that just, well, it screws into the liner, I'm sure. And this just happened to be sitting on the table. Okay, you can come off that way if you want. Backside screw came out. And let's see what we are doing. Okay. And that whole thing came out because it goes all the way through back to here, doesn't it? Is that what? Okay, so you got a little pin that stabilizes this, and then all the way through from the front comes the screw that screws the pocket clip in the back. So we got that going on, and now we can take the main screwdriver bit and we can take this pivot off. And see, that's how I got with this to kind of loosen it up a bit. It had some thread locker on it, yeah. And so it kind of broke loose kind of hard, but I broke it loose and kind of softened it up a bit. And there we go with a little, got a little washer here. So it's coming out and it's pretty thin. And then you've got this titanium liner, which is not magnetic at all. Washer is. So you got the titanium liner. That is skeletonized all to hell. And titanium backspacer. Yep, not magnetic. Pocket clip. Not magnetic. Nope. So yeah, that's all titanium. And let's get this out of the way because it's very magnetic. It wants to grab everything. And then of course we got ceramic bearings here. And just a really light lube in here. And that's it. So I got everything going on here. I got this, and I got this little pin that's running from the back there. Got a steel washer in here, ceramic detamp ball, a lot of skeletonized craziness going on there. This is the lock bar, this is the blade, this is the front presentation. okay, area, and of course presentation scale, which is got a little bit of light lube on it. Arkona, the Geri, and this is the LE with the Raffir SFX Uranium. And it takes no brainium to appreciate uranium. This is all good. I like it. Nah, do I need the glow in the dark? It's an extra. What the hell? It's an extra, but I do appreciate the lightweight, the full size, the flat grind blade, the great action, the titanium, backspacer, pocket clip, liners, etc. So it's good. All things being equal, would I have liked maybe a different blade steel? Yeah, and I'll have to think on what I would really, I could have done S35. I'd been happy with that, but this is a user steel. It is one you can strop up and sharpen pretty easily, thank God. And so it's a semi-stainless, so it's relatively corrosion resistant as well. Thank you so much. Take care, my friends. Arkona, Geri, LE. Check out Knife Nuts Podcast. We love them knives. You guys, stay sharp.